Okay, I'm back. I want to an attack that occurred exactly 80 years ago today, as of this morning, and it was the attack on Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, which took place December 7th, 1941, and it was at the U.S. Pacific base of Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, which is located on the island of Oahu, Hawaii. And I don't, if I'm saying anything wrong in this, just forgive me. I don't have the means, nor do I tend to offend anyone making these videos. It was a surprise military strike by the Imperial Japanese Navy Air Service upon the United States, and it was the United States' main, the main belligerents was the United States and Japan. Main leaders was Husband E. Carmel. Yes, I'm saying that correctly from the research I've done. And if I'm saying these names wrong, again, forgive me, I'm not trying to offend anyone. And the Japanese commanding admiral was I'm sorry, Yamamoto. It was the U.S. Pacific Fleet against the first Japanese First Air Fleet, of which the U.S. Pacific Fleet had 8 battleships, 8 cruisers, 30 destroyers, 4 submarines, 3 U.S. CG cutters, 47 other ships or other variety of ships, and 390 aircraft. The Japanese fleet consisted of 6 aircraft carriers, 2 battleships, 2 heavy cruisers, 1 light cruiser, 9 destroyers, 8 tankers, 23 fleet submarines, 5 midget submarines, and 414 aircraft, of which 353 took part in the raid. And for losses on each side, the U.S. Pacific Fleet lost 4 battleships sunk, 4 battleships were damaged, 1 ex-battleship sunk, 1 harbor tug sunk, 3 cruisers were damaged, 3 destroyers were damaged, 3 other ships were damaged, 188 aircraft damaged, 159 aircraft damaged, 188 aircraft were destroyed, and 159 aircraft were damaged. Again, I had to say it again because I think I mistook that. And losses were 2,335 sailors, airmen, and military personnel killed, and 1,143 wounded for the U.S. Pacific Fleet. The Japanese Imperial Navy and Air Force, just make it simple, lost 4 midget submarines sunk, 1 midget sub grounded, 29 aircraft destroyed, 74 aircraft damaged, 64 airmen and sailors killed, and 1 sailor captured. And for civilian casualties, 68 were killed, 35 wounded, and 3 civilian aircraft were shot down. And of all the ships that were sunk, damaged, and ran aground, only 1 remains where it was sank to this day, 8 years later. And that is the USS Arizona, and she went down with 1,177 sailors aboard, and went down and they're all still confirmed killed in action when she went down. The Arizona is also to this day a national national war grave, and she still represents not only great loss, but an overwhelming achievement to get vengeance and ultimate victory.